Alright, let's talk about one of the strangest news stories I've come across lately. A man tried to scale the wall at Mar-a-Lago. Yes, that Mar-a-Lago, former President Trump's Florida resort. But here's where it gets truly wild. His motivation wasn't political or even just curiosity. He said he was on a mission to spread the gospel to Trump himself, and get this, he wanted to marry Trump's 17-year-old granddaughter, Kai. Now let's rewind for a second. This all happened just after midnight on June 3, 2025. Anthony Thomas Reyes, only 23 years old, somehow thought the best way to accomplish his goals was to climb the resort's perimeter fence. The guy triggered alarms as soon as he touched down on the other side. The Secret Service, who you know are always on high alert at Mar-a-Lago, responded in seconds and detained him right there. No dramatic chase, no Hollywood stunts, just a very confused intruder and a lot of flashing lights. Now here's something that makes this story even stranger. This wasn't his first attempt. Apparently Reyes had already tried to get onto the property once before on New Year's Eve when Trump was actually present. He got off with a warning that time. But this time, police weren't messing around. He was arrested on trespassing charges, and his bond shot up from $1,000 to $50,000. Big jump, right? Plus, there's the possibility of federal charges hanging over his head. And in case you're wondering, former President Trump wasn't even there. He was in Washington, D.C. at the time of this break-in attempt. So, if Reyes thought he was going to spread the gospel or propose marriage, he picked the wrong night. But let's talk about the bigger picture here. This story is kind of funny, but it also highlights just how intense security can be around high-profile people and places. Mar-a-Lago isn't just a luxury resort, it's a fortress, especially after all the headlines it's made in the past few years. You can bet that the Secret Service treats every perimeter alarm as a serious threat, no matter how odd the intruder's motives might be. I think what really gets me about this story is the mix of naivety and obsession. Reyes wasn't armed, he didn't get violent, but he had this bizarre mission in his head that pushed him to do something reckless and illegal. It's a reminder that high-profile figures like Trump attract all kinds of attention. Some of it serious, some of it just plain strange. So, what happened to Reyes? Right now, he's facing some serious legal trouble. Trespassing at a place like Mar-a-Lago isn't your average fence-hopping stunt. He could be looking at federal charges, not to mention a massive bond. But whether it's a love story gone wrong or just another chapter in Mar-a-Lago's wild history, one thing's for sure, this isn't the kind of proposal you want to end up on the news for. Remember, respect people's boundaries, especially when those boundaries are guarded by the Secret Service. Stay curious, but maybe keep your feet on the right side of the fence. Thanks for watching. If you want more strange news stories, don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.